Well, lots of people are booking their holidays for 2022, and we've come down to Magaluf to see what you've got to look forward to. It's totally out of season. It's only February the 16th, I believe, and 2022. Let's have a look. So we're just actually outside Manos, and we're just walking into Promenade. There's the...
Into Magaluf.
Sorry? Corrected. We're walking into Magaluf, and across the road we've got the big hotel, Guadalupe I think it is. Not open yet, but signs of work going on there, signs of it getting ready. Manos has got all the tables and chairs outside. So we sometimes start at this end and sometimes at the other end, so we'll try this side. I'm expecting it to be very quiet, but I'm expecting to see work, people getting ready for the season, which is now just around the corner. Hotels are already starting to open, particularly in Palma Nova, which is a little bit more lively than here at this time of the year. And I need to spot the flowers again. Very pretty. And I guess a lot of you, those who come to Magaluf, have not been for quite a while, and I guess you will see a few changes. Things are not quite the same as they were. Some places have closed, new things have opened up, and well, it still remains to be seen what it's going to be like when the season actually kicks off. So we're just at the roundabout where the Piano Bar is and Britannia Pub, and across the road we've got Mickey Beach. You can see there's some bars already open. Mickey Beach is all closed up at the moment, but that's very much normal this time of the year. And it's just coming up to midday, so just to give you an idea, we've got lovely blue skies, mild temperatures. Guess is it's about 17 degrees, 18 degrees, and we can have indifferent weather at this time of the year, but typically they're normal temperatures around between 16 and 20 degrees. I quite often take a photograph of the thermometer that's on our terrace in the shade and post it on Facebook. A little bit of a log of what the temperatures are. And 3 years ago it was about 21 degrees at this time of the year. Having said that, 10 years ago we had a thick dusting of snow, so it can be normally warm, but it can be very cold as well. It's all looking very smart, ready for the season. It's looking past the Britannia. The trees in the middle have been nicely cut back. A little bit of a breeze on the back, so I'm sorry if there's a bit of wind noise. Hotels in Magaluf usually open a little bit later than those in in Palma Nova, but there are some. I believe the Samos is open. We'll find that as we go further. This is the Calvia Beach, part of the Melia group. That's not open yet, and because that's not open, the businesses that at the bottom of the Melia Beach Hotel are not open either. So this will come to life as soon as the hotel opens. All of these businesses will open up, and this will be a hive of activity again. And we very much look forward to it. There's one that might be open. They're certainly doing something inside. No, they're just cleaning and working on it. Right up above us we have the swimming pool, which is looking very clean. Water's moving around. Right in the middle here we have some fountains that are not on at the moment, but great fun for the children when they are on. They did have to switch them off during the summer with the COVID restrictions, but I think we're going to get less and less restrictions now. We don't have to wear masks anymore as we walk through the streets. We don't have to use the COVID passport when we go into a restaurant, though we do still have to wear a mask. So life's getting a lot easier. We go to the football matches, and even though it is an outdoor event, we still have to wear masks to the football matches, and that's a little bit of a pain, especially for me wearing glasses and steaming up. But I guess that will eventually go, hopefully before the end of the season, which is getting exciting because Mallorca have actually just won 2 matches in a row.
Unheard of from them.
It's unheard of for the last 2 or 3 years. It's a long time since they won 2 games in a row. They're both really good games. We enjoyed them, and those 6 points from the 2 games have lifted us up. We weren't in the relegation zone, we were just hovering around it, and well, we've now launched ourselves, I nearly said halfway up the table, but that would be a little bit of an exaggeration. But if they can keep this up, then we'll have a little bit of security in the La Liga. And the thing that's changed, well, it's post-Christmas. We had some new signings, a new goalkeeper to replace Rayner, who's been with the club for a while now, who's getting on a little bit. He will be moving on possibly back to Malaga, where he's originally from, but our new goalkeeper looks to be sharp, and
remember his name?
I'm just thinking of his name. But the most exciting new player is our striker Ricky, who's I don't think anybody's quite sure of his nationality. He's either from Kosovo or, well, he is from Kosovo, but he's also had Albanian nationality, so I think he plays for both teams. And he's really taken to the hearts of the fans who are happy to shout his name, and he's only been on the island for a couple of weeks, but he's made such a difference to the team. He's got a lot of strength, and he's very tall, so he's really good for those crosses that Kubo and Kangin Lee and Salva Sevilla can feed him with the ball, and he puts the defence in all sorts of trouble. So we're expecting great things from him, and he just seems like a good player, a good all-round player, so we're really happy to have Muriqi. I was looking him up, I found him scoring a goal against England
Yeah.
Some not too many years back, in fact 4 or 5 years ago, when England played, was it Kosovo or was it Albania? Anyway, he scored a goal. It was a penalty, but good to see him scoring in internationals as well. So this is the Hotel Samos, which has been closed for a while but is now reopened, and that's it now. We're ready for the season. And so right in the heart of Magaluf, we've got a hotel opening, 4 stars. And what we've got at the moment, I think it's some Spanish pensioners now coming over to the island. So it used to happen a lot, used to get the Spanish pensioners coming over, and they help to cover the winter months. But that stopped for a while, and obviously through COVID, but now we're getting a few of them coming over and spending their Euros here in Magaluf, which is going past BCN, which has had a really incredible up and down time. It's obviously been closed during the COVID, but it was closed before that because the owner has got a big court case against him, which doesn't look as though it's going to happen till next year or later on this year. But they did try to open at Christmas, and they opened for one night. Actually, that might have been 2 nights, but photographs leaked out with people not wearing masks, as they should have been. And rather than accept the huge fines that the government are imposing, they closed again. So it opened for a very, very short time and then closed again. And there's no real indication yet of when they are going to reopen. Looking across the road, we've got the Bank La Caixa, but up there's some bars. I can see at least 3 bars, 4 bars I think I can see that are open. So it's really good. We're going to head round past the mini golf. There's nothing open down there, and we're going to see if we can have a little drink, as it is now after 12.
So you are allowed.
So now she's allowing me to have a beer or a shandy. Normally a shandy in the day. Take it gently. And then probably one of our favourites, which is called the Pepito de Lomo, which if we do manage to get that, I'll show you. So just in front to the left is a sports ground, something the government here, the local government, do really well. There's, in every little town, there's usually a sports complex which has got all sorts of facilities for anyone who wants to participate in different sports. And Magaluf is really well catered for. There's one this side, and then on the other side of the road beyond that there's another sports facility. And the buildings up on the hill there are actually a school, which will be in session. I'm on half term at the moment. Spanish schools don't do half term. They work straight through and only take the fiestas, the holidays, bank holidays. The next of which is the 1st of March. So on the 1st of March, which this year is a Tuesday, everything closed. So Anita has a different half term because she teaches at a different school to me. So she works a Tuesday normally, but that week is half term, so she'll be on holiday for the whole week. But really she's only having Tuesday off. But I'll get that day off as well, so it'd be nice for us to be together on that Tuesday. And then it's through to Easter, and the Spanish schools again don't have such long holidays. We I think have 2 weeks this year. With the Spanish schools a little bit less, maybe a week and a half. Here in Mallorca there are actually 3 bank holidays in a row. It's the Thursday, the Friday and the Monday are all bank holidays over Easter. And then I had a disappointing email last week that May the 2nd is not a bank holiday apparently. So in Spain, bank holidays are taken actually on the day, rather than in England where it's usually the Monday. So it's a bank holiday Monday. Here, whatever the date is the holiday. 1st of May is a bank holiday. And the 1st of May this year must be on a Sunday, I think. So everyone assumes that they just migrate it to the Monday. And that's what normally has happened in the past. But this year, it's not so. We're not getting the holiday at all. So we had an email to say it was an erratum, that we're going to have to go to work on that day. And anyone who's already booked their long weekend has got a problem. I think we might find some families at school saying, I've already booked, sorry, I'm not coming. Doesn't apply to teachers. But then we're into the summer term, and we don't have a half term during the summer term. We work straight through to the end of June, well, usually to about the 24th. That's a bank holiday as well. And then I will finish for the summer and go back at the beginning of September. So there are some advantages to being a teacher here in Mallorca. Just going to cross the road here. In front is one of the shops that we like to go to sometimes, Teddy. It sells little bits of this, that and the other quite cheaply, and Anita will always find a bargain, I'm sure.
I'll get some wool from there.
And what we're going to do is try and find a Pepito de Lomo in this gelateria. Gelateria is an ice cream parlour. So we don't want to actually sit in the sun. So we're going to look for a table in the shade. That one seems to suit fine. So we found a table, we've got a drink. Cheers, we're looking forward to our Pepito de Lomo. Take my mask off. Just had a really nice Pepito de Lomo and shandy. So our energy has been recharged. And we're just heading down to the beach here in Magaluf. A little bit of a breeze coming this way. Very quiet. It is an interesting contrast between now and the summer. It's 1 o'clock, lunchtime. Hotel there, which is part of the Kathmandu complex, is closed at the moment. Gambling halls open. Never been attracted to gambling at all, even though I come from Stoke-on-Trent, which is, I think, gambling centre of the universe with Bet365. It's not the only one that's in Stoke-on-Trent, there are others as well, I believe. So right in front of us is the Sol Wave House. This is the back of it. The front of it obviously goes onto the Magaluf beach. Hello. Anita just bumped into some friends. Chinese is open. Only $9.95. We just had our lunch. It's a place where we go frequently for a pepito de lomo. And pepito de lomo, for those of you not aware, it's like a pork sandwich and a French wrap stick. Baguette. Really tasty. We had that with some cheese as well. And Anita had water and I had a shandy, and the total bill was €14. So €14, we both had our lunch and we're both quite happy with that. Slightly taking down some signage here. And careful supervision. We're just coming to the bottom of the strip.
Just want to point out one of the best shoe shops here. Inca Shoes, really good shoe shop.
There you go, from an expert. Oh no, she's going to have a look. Yeah, so we're at the bottom of the strip, and at the moment very quiet up there, but we'll start to re-energise very soon, I think. So there's the Sol Wave House. There's the entrance on that side, and Anita's Inca shoe shop. She's looking for some more trainers, I think. This is Temple. And the stereo bar, which I shouted out for somebody. Somebody was quite keen on that. So what's this? Some big signs here for looking for staff. The bad news is, if you've got a British passport, you're very unlikely to get a temporary job here this summer. Very unlikely. It's really difficult for you to get a work permit, work visa, unless of course you were already here pre-Brexit, in which case you automatically carry on as we've done, because we've lived here for 30 odd years now, and so we are residents. But now for anyone coming from the UK with a British passport, it is really difficult to get a work permit. You have to get a visa, and to get a work visa you have to be doing a job that a Spanish person can't do. And I don't think, well, it's not just a Spanish person anymore, it's a European. And there are millions of Europeans who can be bartenders or work in restaurants and as waitresses and waiters. So the chances of getting one of those jobs are nil, I would think. And so that's put pay to jobs that a lot of youngsters, students, would like to have come here for the summer and worked their way through the summer. That isn't going to happen. You won't be able to work here legally doing any of those jobs that you may have done before. And to do it illegally is equally dangerous. You could get deported and barred from entry to the country. You could even get thrown into a detention centre. It's really risky, and it's risky for the person who's trying to employ you, because they would stand to get huge fines. So post-Brexit, for anyone wanting to come and work abroad, it's become very difficult. Even if you're going to be self-employed, you intend to set up a business, even that is obviously a lot more difficult, a lot more paperwork. Possible, but it's not easy like it used to be. just walking along the promenade in Magaluf. There's a few people on the beach enjoying the sunshine, and it is really quite warm in the sun, and it's not as breezy as I thought it was going to be. And I can see somebody paddling. Can't see anyone actually swimming. It's February, and there's a cool breeze when it does blow. But the sun glinting off the surface of the water does look really nice. As we've been walking along the promenade here in Magaluf over the past few months, we've been keeping an eye on the work that's being done by the local council, upgrading the roads. They don't seem to have done the promenade yet. There's a lot of broken flagstones here, which make it a little bit uneven. But the side roads, the ones that take you back, have undergone quite a transformation and are still undergoing a transformation. So they seem to be concreting it all over, and then they've got the new tiles, bricks, whatever they are, they're going to put down to finish the job off. Just walking past the Dakiri Palace. Looks pretty sad now, but it will all be rejuvenated, ready, I would imagine, for Easter. That's my idea. So we've got about 8 weeks, I think, is it, to Easter? 8 weeks, and this is on a countdown, because that's when our children come. They're going to spend Easter with us. So I think we're going to have a kind of crazy week or two over Easter. It really is warm. Here's the happy place, open, a few people having their lunch. Just turned 1 o'clock, 1:15. Or just having a drink, cocktails and sangria, order of the day. Tom Brown's always been one of our favourites in the past with the children when we first came here. Not this particular one that was actually near to BCM. Gone now, sadly. Yeah. But Tom Brown's on the beach is still there, from Manchester. And this is another place under the development. Been keeping an eye on this. Nothing much seems to be happening at the moment. This is part of the Zero group, which has hotels, cafes, restaurants here on the islands, grown from something quite small to quite a nice concern. This is Bar Puerto Rico. Doesn't look as though they need to do very much to open up, just get the tables and chairs out. We're sprucing and they'll be ready. Little gardening needs doing here, some weeding. Go all the way to Nikki Beach, shall we? Someone fishing. Nicky Beach here on the right. We'll just have a little look over their fence. They've got the landing there so boats can come in, and the punters can come up to Nicky Beach, but I'm not expecting very much having a look over their fence today.
10,000 steps.
Oh, Anita's done a 10,000. So you can see there's a lot of work that needs to be done here at Nicky Beach before the season starts. But they'll do it, I'm sure. And this will be another place to be. Right. Just by the side of Nicky Beach there's this alleyway which will take us back to where the cars park. Someone was asking me about cars in the week, and the reason they were asking was about driving from the UK to Mallorca. Something we've never actually done. It's a long drive. You've got to pay to go through the tunnel or a ferry. Then you've got a choice. You could either come via Santander or you can go through France. The ferry to Santander is long and expensive. Driving through France is long and expensive if you go on the toll roads. If you don't go on the toll roads, it's very long, perhaps a little less expensive, but the toll roads do really make it an expensive journey. And then when you get to Barcelona, which has been the normal port for people coming over to Mallorca, then you've got an expensive ferry. There is an alternative though now, or there has been an alternative, and that is to drive to the south of France, not come into Spain. And there is a ferry that goes from the south of France which was much cheaper, so that might be an interesting alternative if you think about driving to Mallorca. It's going to cost you a fair bit, but it means you've got a car when you get here. If you're planning to hire a car, then the trip down may be offsetting the cost of hiring the car. Do be aware though, we're not in the European Union, the UK is not in the European Union anymore, so there may be some changes in the rules and regulations. You may need to change your number plates and check your insurance. So we're nearly back to our car. So the car's actually just round the corner, and we've nearly done our walk for the day. If Mrs. done 10,000 steps, that means I've done not quite 10,000 steps, I'm sure. But we've enjoyed our walk this morning, so thank you very much for watching. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.